Hi Taurus, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for October. Hope you guys are all doing well. I will take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Taurus out there, so guys, just take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse, so if it is resonating, get in where you fit in. But as always, Taurus, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Taurus? Taurus. All right, Taurus, you are starting out with the Two of Cups. You have the Elemental of Wands. That's like the Page of Wands. And coming out together, we have the Hangman reversed along with the Initiate of Wands, which would be the same as the Queen of Wands. All right, so I do feel like there is something that is starting here in your life, something you're excited about, something you've been waiting for, something you feel like is going to grow. It's going to become, even more passionate. Right now, it looks like it's in that early beginning stage. This could be a new person. It doesn't have to be. But it also indicates to me that you may be thinking this is a soulmate. There's an energy here, though, that you may be presenting yourself in a way that's not completely legitimate in the situation. So be careful how you're presenting yourself, because ultimately you want something that's real and that is grounded here. So let's see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Taurus energy. Something you're excited about, though, so that's good. Show me who's in Taurus energy. All right, the person in your energy, we have the Star card in reverse, sign of Aquarius. We have the Novice of Wands in the reverse. That would be like the Knight of Wands. And then we have the Lovers, sign of Gemini. So what I'm seeing in this person's energy, this is somebody who's in some stuck energy. They have all these hopes and dreams, but they're not coming through. It's like their hopes and dreams are stuck. It's not coming through. There's something to do with a choice. This could be a choice with regard to what direction they need to move in. Generally, the Lovers is a big choice with regard to love. Sometimes it can be choosing between two people or two situations as well. So this person is kind of at a crossroads is what I'm seeing, and they're stuck. They're not moving forward because there's this energy of, healing that needs to take place. Yeah. So let me see. This person's healing from something, and they're stuck in that healing phase. They're not shifting. Show me the energy between Taurus and this person. All right, we have the Elemental of Pentacles. So that's the Page of Wands. So there's communication with this person. I feel like you really like this person, but there's this energy that they're healing from something from their past. I do see communication. This looks like it's a new person, though. I'm definitely getting new energy in your energy. Show me what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection. The Hierophant. So something here with the Hierophant, there's, for some of you, this is an established foundation of some sort, but for others, this is an existing connection, something that is, burning to the ground. It's an energy of a foundation or a relationship that's burning down. And it might be on this person's side, because I feel like this person is stuck in this energy somehow. And this is why they're feeling a little hopeless. They're feeling like their hopes and dreams can't come through. This may very well be what is kind of haunting this person from the past. So let me see. Show me the outcome between Taurus and this person. Five of Pentacles reversed. That's interesting because that is a sign of reconciliation, but I'm not seeing anything with past energy. Huh. So we'll have to clarify that. We'll have to clarify that for sure. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords in the reverse. This is underlying energy, and this indicates a decision is being made. I do feel like whatever this decision is, it was back and forth, back and forth. It took a long time to make this decision because somebody didn't know what to do. They didn't know what direction to move in, and I suspect it's this person in your energy. Very interesting. Let's see. Let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Two of Cups here for Taurus? All right, we have the Four of Coins and we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So it looks like there's something here that has ended for you. You've experienced a loss. Now, this could be financial because I do see with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like the Four of Pentacles indicates an unexpected loss here. And it was bigger than what you thought it was going to be. For some of you, this loss could have been with somebody that you were in a established connection with. It may have ended, but you're still holding on to this person. So that would make more sense why I see this reconciliation energy here. I do see you've experienced a lot of loss, financial loss, and you've also experienced loss in love. But with regard to a loss in love, you're holding on to that person. You may have recently talked to this person, although with the Page of Pentacles, it would have been something very small, very short. Why is the Elemental of Wands here? Why is the Page of Wands here for Taurus? Oh, look at that. There's that Five of Pentacles reversed again. And the Empress in the reverse. Interesting. Very interesting. So the first thing I'm going to tell you, Taurus, is there's a need to look at your own value and your own self-worth. I can definitely see you've experienced some loss here. If this is a loss of a person, I do feel like there's some communication that is going through with this person because you do want to reconcile with somebody. This is your energy all over again here. If this has to do with finances, and a lot of your energy is indicating financial loss, make sure that you are not in a poverty mindset because I'm seeing a poverty mindset here. If that's the case, you have an opportunity to begin something new that you're going to be excited about. And it's going to bring that money in that you lost. It's going to bring it in. But it's going to require a transformation of some sort. It's going to require something to be eliminated in order for you to bring that in. Now, if this is with regard to a person, I do feel that you want to reconcile with somebody, but you're not nurturing that situation. I do see you talking to somebody, but it's kept at a very light level. It's not deep. It's like, it's just almost like you're opening the door. But I don't see you really nurturing this connection. Now, you could also be viewing somebody as not being what they presented themselves to be, and that's why you're holding back. You may have put this person on a pedestal at some point, Taurus, and now you're realizing that, you know, that they've kind of presented themselves as more than what they were. So let me see the bottom energy. Show me the bottom energy for Taurus. Are you waiting for someone else to take action here? All right, we have the Chariot. We have Temperance. And we have the Devil in reverse. All of that is actually very good energy because it indicates healing and balance. And it indicates a higher spirituality as well. So I do feel that you've been waiting to take action. You're no longer waiting. You're going to be taking action. With the devil in reverse, you're coming out of some sort of toxic energy. I don't know if there has been codependency or some sort of substance abuse or something. I don't know. But there's healing taking place as you're taking the action to step out of toxicity. And this is allowing you to now move forward towards what you want. And what you want is to become empowered again and to have this reconciliation. It's what you've wanted all along. But there was toxic energy, and it looks like the toxic energy was on your side because you're bringing the balance in. You're bringing in spirituality. There was a lack mindset behind a lot of it as well. So if this is a person, this is somebody that you had an ending with, you're holding on to that person. And you're hoping to spark something new with them. But you realize that it starts and ends with you. That you're having to address toxic energy in order to move forward. So let me see this person's energy. Show me why the star is in reverse for the person in Taurus energy. All right, we have the 10 of Wands reversed. And we have the 6 of Swords reversed. So more stuck energy. This person is feeling hopeless, but they want to resolve problems with you. There's been a lot of problems. I can see that. A lot of loss on your side. This person is wanting to resolve these problems. So there is some communication that's taking place here. But they're feeling stuck. They haven't moved on. You're holding on to them. They haven't been able to move forward either. I do feel like they tried to, but ultimately they were unable to. But they're really not very hopeful in the situation right now. It's almost like they feel like their hopes and dreams have been destroyed here, and they're just not moving forward. There's this stuck energy. But they want to resolve the problems. Why is the Novice of Wands in reverse? They may feel that you've been a bit of a player. This person is saying, and this could be somebody that you were in a committed relationship with, but what this person is saying is you're in, you're out, you're in, you're out. It's like they think that you may be a bit of a player. Yeah, they're Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Knight of Swords. 6 of Coins. So this person is going to tell you, given the opportunity, this person's going to tell you, and rather bluntly, they're going to let you know that they haven't moved on with this Knight of Pentacles here, but they don't like you being in and out, in and out. They want balance. They want something that is equal and balanced. So I feel like neither of you have actually moved on from one another, but this person is saying, no, there's just too much inconsistency here. There's, you know, they may even consider that you're being a player. They may feel that you're giving your energy to more than one person, but they're going to speak their truth. Let's see why the Lovers is here. Show me the Lovers. Ace of Wands reversed. And the 3 of Cups. Okay, so this person, they have a choice. Either to reconcile with you or to move forward. So they also want a reconciliation. You both do. Taurus, you both do. They've wanted a reconciliation ever since this connection ended. But this person is feeling like the only reason that you've come in is for physical reasons, for passion. And I do see that you do approach more of in a flirtatious, more in a passionate way. It's almost like you don't want to like open up with regard to your feelings, but you're going to have to do that in order to move this forward. But they want the reconciliation as much as you do. They haven't moved on either. So this does look like someone from the past for most of you. Although I can see that there's been new energy on your side, not on theirs. But I feel like that new energy, I feel like you're not giving to that either. You're not really nurturing relationships right now. If there was a new person, you're not nurturing it because you do want to reconcile with this person. Let me see the energy between Taurus and this person. All right, we have the Eight of Pentacles and we have the Queen of Cups. They love you, Taurus. This person is in love with you. They want to resolve the problems. But I will tell you, this person, because of, you know, the way things have gone here in the past, this person's guard is up and they're going to keep a lid on that love. They're waiting to see what kind of effort you're going to put into this. And I actually feel like you are going to put effort into it. I feel like you've been examining you've been examining this loss, and you've been working very hard too, because there's a lot in your energy about finances and money. I feel like you've lost a lot of money. I feel like you've been dealing with a poverty mindset. So I do feel like you're trying to get yourself on track there, but I see you willing to put effort into this connection. This person is in love with you, and quite honestly, I feel like the two, you both want the same thing here. Let's see why the Hierophant is here. Because this looks like a connection that kind of, it was a committed connection that just kind of got destroyed. But there's still this attachment on both sides. King of Pentacles. That's you stepping into your power. And the Ace of Pentacles. So this person wants a new beginning with you, but only if it is stable. No more of the in and out. No more of the inconsistency. No more player type energy. And I do feel like you're offering commitment here. You're stepping forward. You're stepping into your power. You're offering commitment. You want to reconcile with this person. You want to ignite this connection again. And I believe they do too, but I am going to tell you that they're going to speak their truth to you. They're going to tell you what it is that they are looking for in this connection. Yeah, but this looks really good, actually. It really does. And I like the fact that you're stepping into your power. And like I said, that's what's going to cause you to move forward. It's almost like you're being spiritually led to this. You're rectifying something that was toxic here. It could have been with regard to, you know, this inconsistency, this in and out. But I feel like for a lot of you, there was something toxic here in your energy that ended this connection. But neither of you felt like it was completely over. This person wants a stable new beginning. They don't want the in and out. They don't want the inconsistency. And I feel like you're going to put the effort into that. I feel like you are willing to do that. Again, I have to point out to you, we again have coins energy. So I do feel like you are going to be recovering what it is that you lost. But I also feel like it's going to come about through hard work. So I feel like your money situation is improving. So let me see. Let's look at your outcome. Show me the outcome between Taurus and this person. Show me the outcome between Taurus and this person. All right, we have the Ten of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords reversed. Hold on, card fell. And we have the Ace of Swords reversed. All right, so I am seeing a reconciliation coming. Maybe not by the end of the week, because this person is still lacking clarity. They lack the clarity as to whether or not this is coming back together. So this person could be spending time with family and friends. They're at a crossroads in their life. They're trying to decide, should they move forward and just accept this ending, or is there actually going to be a reconciliation? And quite honestly, they don't know. They don't know. I do feel like right now they're feeling really stuck and they're tired of being stuck. So you're both working very hard. I can definitely see that. And you're both tired of worrying about this, tired of, thinking about it, tired of letting it go over and over in your head. So I do see that the anxiety is decreasing here. As the anxiety decreases, you move closer to a reconciliation. Now, in your energy, you're moving forward here, but there's a painful ending that has to be dealt with. This painful ending came about because of toxic energy. It definitely came about because of toxic energy, and possibly because of a third party moving towards you, or that was in your energy. If there was a third party, I feel like that is ended. I feel like that's over. It's done with. And I do feel like you want to move forward as well, but there's a toxic, as you're working on yourself, you have to address the toxic energy here. You have to increase your spirituality, and you have to deal with this painful ending here. And this is something that hasn't been discussed between you and this person. So there's some things that need to be talked about. There's some energy here that needs to be addressed in order to move this forward. So I don't see it happening by the end of the week, but I do see it moving closer on an energetic level. And it's because you're both manifesting it. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. This is underlying energy, and this is indicating that somebody broke a spiritual contract here. Yeah, somebody was in a situation where they didn't know what to do, and I do think that may have been you, Taurus, and was unsure of what to do, what direction to take, what decision to make, and a spiritual contract was broken. So, you know, take it as it resonates for you, but I do see that, you know, there's still some uncooperative energy that's here. And until there's a cooperation and a desire to work together to work things out, it's going to make it very difficult to bring in this reconciliation. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, Taurus. Pulling for Taurus. All right, yep. See, I told you. See, you have a tendency, Taurus, or, you know, if the energies haven't reversed, this is telling me that Taurus has an energy of, you know, approaching things from a physical standpoint, more comfortable with the sexuality side of it. But there could be some things that need to be healed with regard to sexuality. So your card is sexuality. I'm going to read that for you. Give me just one moment. It says, sexuality is a natural part of life. Embrace and enjoy your intimate, sensual, passionate nature. Take time to explore your sexuality. How do you feel about yourself? Do you feel sexy, attractive, and happy with your body, or are you judging yourself harshly? You need to let go of any old feelings of hurt, shame, or guilt in relation to your sexuality. If you're in a relationship, you need to bring some romance back and spice things up. In order to make sex an incredibly fulfilling, seductive, exhilarating, and orgasmic experience, you need to let go of your defenses and fears of being intimate with your partner. Relinquish control and dive into unguarded, ecstatic, and blissful passion. Be creative, communicate with your lover, and find new and exciting ways to thrill each other. Okay, and I'm going to let that resonate as it resonates for you. I hope this has been helpful for you, Taurus. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you in your next reading, Taurus, know that you are loved, and namaste.